Good morning, world.
Good morning.
Welcome to Fitness Friday. Today we're going to review a shoe that I've been using for a number of years, and it's the GoRun by Skechers.
I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian. This is Cedric and Brian. All right, Cedric. So today I'm going to give a brief history of the shoe that I've been using and the reason that I started using it. So I don't know, do you remember that shape-up shoe by Skechers?
I do.
I went through some foot issues and some back issues back, I don't know how many years ago, about 10 years ago. And I was looking for a shoe that was going to help my feet because I basically got plantar fasciitis for the first time. I had a foot problem and I thought, well, I'm going to give these shoes a try just because I was at the Skechers store and I tried them on and it just felt different. It was a different type of shoe, and what it was a rock. They called it a rocker shoe. So as you stepped, and I'm on my feet all day, and back then I was working 6 days a week on my feet all day.
I remember that.
So I tried this shoe, and it was a very heavy shoe, but it was almost like you were walking on a cloud. It saved my back and my feet. After wearing this for about a week, I just felt better. Well, cut to a few years later, all of a sudden there's all these lawsuits for Skechers that they misrepresented these shoes, people were hurting their ankles, and I think it's because people were trying to go out and run in them because it was advertised as a running shoe, and it was way too heavy to be a running shoe. I can see how this would have caused a problem, but for walking, and I just walked all day, back and forth all day long, and I stood all day, it was a great shoe. That's how I got into the Skechers brand. Well, after the lawsuits came out, they stopped making the shape up, and I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? This thing literally saved my back. So I found out that they had this shoe called the GoRun. And the GoRun was a shoe that what they called a mid-strike shoe. You can see it's almost still like a rocker. Thank you, Vanna. It basically means that when you step, most shoes, the heel is a little thicker than the rest of the shoe. So it almost feels like you're up in the back. Well, that bothered my feet. So this one is actually higher in the middle. Well, that saved my back. Since it gave you so much support in the arch, I usually on a shoe that's not a GoRun, I'll have to get arch supports. But these, you don't even need arch supports. So this was the replacement for the shape-ups, at least as far as a mid-strike or a rocker type shoe. And what I liked about this is instead of a big bulky shoe, this thing weighs just a few ounces. I mean, it's really light. These you can run in. I'm not the runner, he's the runner, but I do walk all day. And so this shoe saved me. That's a little history on how I ended up getting to this shoe, and I've recommended it to patients, and they have really liked them. If you've heard of the MBT brand, I think they sell that at the walking store. MBT brand is the same thing. It's a rocker type shoe with a mid-strike, but you pay like $200 for that shoe. For these shoes, I go to a Skechers outlet, which they have many around here. I don't know where you are if they have Skechers outlets, but the outlets I go to, you get the first one for, I think it's like $45 to $50. And then the second pair is half off. We're going to go out. Cedric's never worn these before. I'm going to give him another pair of my GoRuns, and we're going to take a little walk, and we're going to see what he thinks. All right, Cedric and I are taking a walk. What do you think of the shoes so far?
Can I be completely honest with our audience?
Sure.
To be completely honest, Brian said, let's do the Skechers thing. I'm thinking to myself, that's kind of stupid. So I tried them on just to appease him, because if I don't appease him, he'll get upset. And then when I tried them on, I'm thinking to myself, I think I'm going to keep these. They feel pretty good.
Yeah, we're gonna call my son later because he, as a 19-year-old, didn't want to try Skechers at all, and we took him to the Skechers store, and he's hooked.
I'm actually really liking these Skechers. I personally never wore Skechers in the past since there was just a stigma around them for being lame among kids and teenagers for some reason. But recently, I was recommended to try them out since I need a new pair of shoes, and I've just worn them all the time ever since. I've never really had a shoe quite like it. The sole is just the most comfortable I've felt, and the shoe is the lightest I've ever worn.
Why is it so hot out?
We're out here in fall. You can see we're both in
Southern California here.
T-shirts, and it's sunset right now, and I think it was 91 degrees today in November. So for those of you watching on the East Coast and the Midwest, sorry.
I feel like I'm walking on sunshine. Yeah. I'm walking on sunshine.
This isn't Music Monday.
Oh, sorry.
Let's walk this way.
Right, you almost got me hit.
We'll save the singing too for
I'm walking on sunshine.
for
Yeah.
Isaac. Wow.
I'm walking on sunshine.
Anyway,
Well, I gotta say, we're a good 200, 150, 200 yards from your house. These feel pretty good.
yeah,
I like them. They feel great.
They're nice shoes.
We're, make sure we don't get hit by a car.
You know, speaking of, it's like summer. We just saw a neighbor get in her car in her bathing suit. They're off to go to the pool right now, outdoor pool
We're in November.
in November. So
Again, I went a little skeptical, a little unsure, but Brian forced me to do it. Kind of glad he did. They feel pretty good. Skechers, if you get a hold of this, hit us up.
now we're gonna test him. I'm gonna make him run that way in them and see how he likes to run in them. There he goes. Not really how you're gonna run, huh? Okay, you can run back towards me again.
Textbook form. The arms are in a 90-degree position. Shoes feel great. Shoes feel good. It's the heart and the lungs and everything else that needs to be replaced. Whew.
All right, we're back from our walk. I did make Cedric run a little bit, as you
Walk.
saw. So, Cedric, I know you gave us your opinion out there, but give us your honest opinion. What do you think of this shoe? Something that you would never even have thought of buying before.
Okay, I thought it was very comfortable. It was very comfortable. I went out there, I didn't know what to expect, but there was a lot of support right in the middle of the shoe. And I know people say this all the time, it sounds a little cliche, but it felt like I was walking on air. It felt like I was walking on clouds. And I haven't felt a more comfortable shoe in a very long time. I think we're going to have to go to the outlet store and I need to get me some Skechers.
If you do any type of job where you're on your feet all day, give these a shot. We're not sponsored by Skechers yet. If you guys go out and give it a try, if you take our advice and try it, put it in the comments or email us and let us know what you think. If you hate them, let us know if you hate them. That's fine. I mean, it's like pillows. I mean, everybody has their personal favorite. But I think if you try them, I think you'll really like it.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. Again, like Brian said, let us know in the comments. And I'm going to mess this up. I know I am.
He can do it. He can do it.
We need you, if you like our video, we need you to subscribe,
Okay, come on.
like us, and ring the bell.
All right, out there. What does he always do with the order? What's the easiest thing to do first? Easiest thing to do while you're watching this video?
Subscribe.
No, hit that like button. Like it. A lot of you have already subscribed, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we just want you to like it. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe.
Like it, subscribe,
There you
ring
go.
the bell.
There you go.
LSR. Like, subscribe, ring.
Yeah, is
LSR.
that your little mnemonic now?
Yes,
Remember it?
I will do that.
LSR.
And if you haven't subscribed, it costs nothing.
Yes.
Subscribe. We're very entertaining,
At least he thinks so.
right? Until then, I'm Cedric.
I'm Brian.
We'll see you next time.
See ya. Good morning, world.
Good morning out there.
I don't like that ad lib.
Gosh. Sorry, I throw you off.
God, I gotta stop saying
I remember your back used to make a lot of noise, and I said, "Oh, listen to that. It sounds like you should holla back."